very valid and appreciated modality of healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving people's power back with their health, because health is wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's giving people's wealth back and a starting point to create the other wealth they want in their world.
And without our health, we're nothing.
We're grumpy at best and scared. I bet you.
Questioning all the time.
Yeah, and feeling like don't know all the information. So this right here with Radical Wellness TV and getting people to understand that there are choices, and this is actually this technique you can actually do on yourself. There are charts and tools that you can just be proactive in your own self-care, but it's always nice to get worked on by somebody else and just lay there and receive. So what's wonderful is when you partner up with somebody, and it can be a spouse or a child or a mom or a dad or a neighbor or someone else who has the commonality of the same pain you have. Say they have low back pain and you do too, and you're looking at each other like, what are we going to do? Well, you pull out the charts and the tools and start doing the passive stretches, and before you know it, you are very empowered, and that, in my opinion, is about 50% of healing. Just feeling like not scared around, what do I do? What's going to happen to me? Because we tend to embellish the worst case scenario. And then that feeds the problem, because our minds run our brains and our brains run our body. So if our minds are telling us that we have cancer or something, that's going to happen. So we're very powerful, and when we understand that each one of our brains can light up LA, that's how powerful we are, then we'll know that nothing externally really can impact us or affect us. We can override and transcend it every time. So this is one of the ways to be able to be empowered with your own self-care, and Shawn is always available, not always, but he's available to be able to work on you and show you and let you follow the steps, and then also come in as somebody just to get work done, because it's wonderful just to be able to do that.
I also have a frequent flyer package for those who are really interested in body work. I sell a package of 10, so look me up, find out how much the package of 10 is, and then come on in and get your therapy, because people think, it's really something that it's fluff, it's like, I can't really do it all the time, once a year maybe. No, you really need to be doing it at least once a month. Twice a month, a lot of my clients just love this type of body work twice a month. And they can afford it because it brings it way down significantly. It can bring it down to around $35 a session. And your sessions can run anywhere from an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Usually my sessions run that long. Okay, that side is done. And what I try to do is when I move the trigger points, I move them up the body, and then I will move the trigger points down the body. Laura-Lee, would you like to do the other side for me?
Yes. Can you explain kinesiology to the audience?
And that's why I had him move his arm, because I wanted to see how he was moving. In kinesiology, the number one rule of studying motion is to find out where the tightness is. To really focus on where the tightness is, because if we can loosen the tightness, that can alleviate a lot of the mild problems that people have.
Which is 85% of pain.
Yeah.
And you feel like a headache's not in your head, it's on your head, usually starting in the back of your neck, because it's muscles.
I am so addicted to kinesiology that I will watch people walk up the stairs, down the street, and I can see just by their gait how they're holding their shoulders, what areas they need work on.
If they have a headache or if they have interesting.
And everybody has a mild problem. At least once in your life, you're going to have a serious mild problem.
And, myo means muscle. And the thing is we're soft things in a hard world. So we need to be able to navigate around that. And how we do that is use our brain and using techniques like this that Shawn has to offer, or have someone work with us to be able to get to our goal, which is pain-free living, which is wonderful because it takes the stress off of so many things that you might not be aware of. So with that, I think I will go ahead and, Carrie, can you do the passive stretch of the sideline stretch? Do you know what that is?
So we turn on your side.
Carrie, hello.
So this hip is going to be up in the air. Put your feet one on top of the other. You're gonna lift, straighten this leg. You're gonna lift it, and you're gonna pull your knee into your chest. And how long do you want to hold this for?
Don't want to hold it at all.
Do you want to hold it
Just
all?
range of motion.
Down here,
And then it,
lift. Now pull it in.
okay, grab it with your arm if you
Down.
can. Okay, so.
Lift.
And how many times is he going to be doing
4
this?
4 times. He's got one more.
Just remember 4 times, because.
Down and lift.
And this is also the homework
Good.
part. One of the things that you can
And
do with
relax.
these passive stretches is have it as homework, meaning if you start getting tensed up, you can just do these passive stretches, which only take a couple minutes to do, and they're specific to your individuality. So you can knock out a spasm that might be occurring and then pile up on itself by just doing these passive stretches. Nipping it in the bud is wonderful. So with that, I will go ahead and step in, and Shawn, you can come back over here and do the camera.
Cool.
All right, love life. Life will love you back.